My name is Alexander Armstrong, and I own a business called Alexander Armstrong Fine Technical and Artistic Photography. And one of my favorite hobbies is astronomy, and it's a real honor to be a volunteer here at the Astronomical Research Institute. And I'm extremely interested in APDA, which stands for Astronomical Photographic Data Archive. And as a boy, I used to read all the science books that my father would bring me, and there was photographs and things. And I never would dream that I would be able to look at a plate taken with a 4-meter telescope, or any of the telescopes, including Harvard Observatory and Cerro Tololo Inter-American Observatory, and several others. And so here I am taking pictures of plates that will be used for the data archive. We're converting the images, which are analog, which is on a film emulsion, and we're putting those into a digital format. And we have a quick format and a high resolution format. And so the cameras that we're using a camera with a high megapixel count, 18 to 36 megapixel cameras, and using a very good flat field, and that is the actual curvature of the field, a very flat field and low distortion lens with the camera. And we're trying to make this work where it's very easy to use, and we're currently doing that. I'll snap a picture real quickly and you can take a look at it. In this particular instance, this was taken with the 4-meter telescope in Chile, and it's of an object, a globular cluster called NGC 1866. And I will show the plate. Let's see if we can get this very carefully up. And here is the plate, if you can see it against the white background. This is the actual photographic plate taken with the 4-meter telescope. And it's a real honor just to hold this. And it's a dream, and I'm so enjoyable. I feel like a young man again. And it's a real honor to do this for PARI and help with them. And I'm going to put this on a live view. On the computer, you can see the image of NGC 1866, which is a globular cluster in the southern hemisphere. Now I'm going to take a picture. It autofocuses to the emulsion side, which we have emulsion side face up. I'm just taking the image. Now we'll take a look at it. And here's a picture of the globular cluster. We can zoom in to pixel level, and that's one of the reasons, or one of the many reasons, is this is an incredible data archive of past emulsion plates from before 1900 in the 19th century, and so all this data is pertinent, and we can use this for research and find many things: asteroids, supernova, how things have moved. Astrometric data, and really interesting data. And so it's really neat to look at a plate that was taken with such a big telescope. And so as we digitize these things, when I'm restoring a plate, we can take some of the scratches off and try to make the plate as new as we can. In some cases, the plates are in superb condition, but some have scratches through use. So the legacy projects also acts as a preservation for the plates themselves. Also, again, with the digitized plates, we can use those for whatever research project there is, be it for research by children in school, or even up for PhD work. And so it's a wonderful archive, and it's such an honor to be working with it. Some of the things that we're doing, this particular setup is meant to be a quick scan, but still fairly high precision. And we are using a calibrated lens at distance, which is a 100mm focal length lens. But we also are trying to acquire a high resolution scanner for high precision astrometric work. And we need that for advanced positioning data that can be used by NASA, or can be used for parallax measurements. It can also be used for finding very, very faint things with more high resolution. And so the need is to have something that's extremely calibrated as a scanner. So we want to contribute to both ends, both the high precision and then also quick looks, but also make that data very, very useful at a very high resolution. So instead of having something low resolution. So it's really nice.